into another Monday live edition of the Whiskey Crusaders. We are happy to be joined today by Ed of the Rotgut Review. We're going to go ahead and go through the chat, or Matt can go through the chat and say hello to everybody that's already joining us. But welcome, Ed. Glad to have you here, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, talk about your channel for a second, Ed. I'm
Sure.
going to my new phone.
My channel, my poor excuse for a channel.
No.
I like your channel.
We do like your channel.
So I am one of three co-hosts on my channel. But we're called the Rotgut Review because originally we were going to drink nothing but terrible whiskey. And then we quickly realized that was no fun whatsoever. So now we do a mixture of good whiskey reviews, terrible Rotgut reviews we call the Worst Whiskey Watch, trying to find the worst whiskey in the world, and just random bullcrap. We've recently started getting into other spirits as well. So that's been fun. We just finished up a series on rum. But yeah, so that's kind of our deal. We've been compared to the jackass of whiskey too.
It's all good.
There have been worse comparisons to be made,
That is true.
Yeah. I think people have come to love the terrible cocktails. Well, love and despise the terrible cocktails I come up with.
They do terrify me, I'm going to be honest. I think every time I'm on your show, I was glad you didn't hurl all over the screen because I was really afraid. I'm not sure what was worse, what you had last week or the herring, pickled herring.
Oh, the white Norwegian? The white Norwegian
was horrifying.
Yeah. No, this last one was, what was it? It was the Rotgut iced tea, which was soy sauce, Central Standard Scotch style, Monster Energy drink, IPA, I think.
Yes.
Oh God! You lost me at Monster, and then I went off the deep end with the IPA. Oh God, no. No.
Yeah, but that's traditionally we start our live streams with good, decent whiskey we want to drink, and then we finish out with either a really awful blend of everything we've drank over the course of the stream, or I come up with a really awful cocktail. So.
Yeah, either one. Either way is both terrible and hilarious at the same time.
Yeah. So
okay, so let's see who's in the chat. So we've got Dylan Huffman, Wayne Devillard, Trev Wilson, Mark Goins, Stellar Matrix, Steve A, Victoria C, Captain Make It Happen, Brendan Elliott, Donald Rance, Drum Man Kentucky. Let's see, the Master Drum. Hey Jason, how's it going? Let's see. We're going Ben Stahl. And keep going. Chris Beaton, Brandon Elliott, the Whiskey Dick Bill. All right, we started just for you, Bill. I think I got it ready. Ice House, Ben Demon Hunter, Lacones, and I think I got everybody. Yeah, I think so. Hush. You don't need to help repeat names, child. Okay, shh. Not for you. Anyway,
he's the color commentator.
Oh, it's like now she's known as throughout the YouTube world as the Screaming Child. It's wonderful.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Hey, and if you come here, you get to meet her. I know Stellar and Ben. Well, Ben's been here before this time, but
and John and
they all know.
Jason soon to find out.
All right, Mark's better, and Stellar just got
have been warned
with our event. With if you guys haven't got to see our event with the Aberfeld and Kregelke, and then we decided to keep on drinking with Altmore and Deveron and the Royal Broccola, and it was all awesome. Good times for sure. So thanks, Ben. We really appreciate that. We don't need to give her any more. Oh, hey Trey, thanks for coming in.
No, encourage her. Encourage the chaos. Do it.
She's definitely the chaos. Hey, when she's 21, she can do this too.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. So, All right. So we decided tonight that since we're getting ready for Austin, we should just drink like we're going to the Whiskey Vault. Because why not? Just drink all sorts of random things because that's what you do when you go to the Whiskey Vault. So, everyone knows obviously the Crowded Barrel and all the good stuff that's there. I mean, if anybody's drinking Crowded Barrel, let us know in the chat. Hey, Chris. Nice to talk to you next time from the future. Yes, Chris is down in Australia, so I guess home for Australia, maybe. I don't know. I know he was leaving to go back today, so who knows?
I think at some point tonight we'll probably pull out an Eleanor and drink a toast to an Eleanor before for a good weekend. But I'm starting off with we're doing a little bottle down ceremony. We're doing tiny bottle down ceremony for some of our little sample bottles. So I'm starting off with Spey River 28 year. It's 45.3%. Figure I'd start off the night right.
For sure. Oh, and also Steve A was asking if I'm in the chat. No, I don't think I can comment in the chat. So Steve, if you want to share the URL for our channel, that'd be awesome. Steve A is our one and only moderator.
Yeah.
Because we trust him with our lives.
I'm pretty sure Steve A is a moderator for almost every YouTube channel.
I think so too.
Yeah. At this point, his domain is creeping ever outward.
I'm pretty sure that Steve A might actually just be the god of YouTube at this point. Distinct possibility.
He's the puppet master. He's the kingmaker.
He's the one pulling all the strings. That's for sure.
Oh, thank you, Steve.
On our side, sir.
So good news. So if anybody hasn't heard, my phone basically lost its crap on Steve's and then on Bill's live stream on Friday night, and then we went to get a new phone and it decided to die during the transfer and I lost all my contacts. Mm-hmm. Those of you that know me, would you please text me because I no longer have your number. So it's been great. Hey, Donner Pass and Brian Brennicky. All righty. Well, I think we need a drink at this point. So
absolutely.
We'll start with some of the cheap stuff. I think the cheapest thing I got here is this Indian Royal Challenge. I think.
Oh my God, that was. I wonder if I still have some of that. That was one of our worst whiskeys.
What a winner! I'm going to start with.
Yeah, I think it won at least 1 week of our worst whiskey watch.
Oh, fantastic!
Lovely. Have fun with that. I pulled out a little bottle of. Since we did this on Saturday, the Aberfeldy 21 we had left over here.
Nice. I've got the Auchentoshan, the Blender's Malt, the first of the new edition.
Ooh,
this just showed up at our liquor store, and
so is that following the Bartenders series now? I guess.
Yeah. So this is. I mean, I think it's pretty much the same idea.
Okay.
Except it's got the new packaging that looks like it's post-apocalyptic. And it's got like a new malt order sticker.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
The bartender one kind of looks like that too. A similar packaging.
Oh, does it? I didn't actually realize that.
I'd have to go find it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I found it at a liquor store that had a lot of old dusty things, and that was one of the things that I found, and I was all the more than happy to take it off their hands for them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this one actually they do give you a little map of every bartender who they invited to help them blend.
That is cool.
Which is, it's kind of neat. And I was wondering if this was going to be more of something they designed for cocktails or if it's going to be good for neat. And so far, based on the neck boards, pretty solid Auchentoshan. So, yeah.
Well, the Royal Challenge isn't that bad, amazingly enough. I've had worse things in my life.
Oh, yeah. That was
5.6. Hey, it's even got a respectable proof on it. I mean, for what I was expecting. The finest Scotch and Indian malts matured in charred American oak casks.
Did you get the taste of something?
Technically, that Royal Challenge is, if I remember correctly, it's 86% rum.
Ooh.
Yeah, technically. It's neutral spirits distilled from sugarcane. But under U.S. law, because it's neutral spirits, they can call it spirit whiskey.
Blended with, okay.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. It's mostly rum. That's too funny.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, that's really not horrible.
It was one of our early winners before we got into the really bad stuff.
Well, that's a good thing then. If that's when you're early, I guess it could be worse things to drink. That's for sure.
There really are. There really are.
Oh, I mean, there's many things I've had that are worse.
Dram Man Kentucky just says, "You rum."
What do you want to do with this? Sorry, I'm fixing Legos here. Don't get in the screen, kid.
Lego life is important life.
All right, we fixed that Lego piece.
You gotta do another one.
Okay, shh.
Legos are important.
They are important. I do love Legos.
I still play with
So do
Legos.
my kids, and it keeps them busy for hours and hours and hours. And it's fantastic.
Keeps me busy for hours.
Oh man, I do miss playing with Legos. I ought to get some of those.
I
You
get
should
some
buy some.
Yeah.
I have lots of Legos.
of my own Legos. I have some Harry Potter Legos, and we have some Star Wars Legos that the kid doesn't get to touch. So, adult Legos.
For sure.
I have lots of Star Wars Legos. Star Wars Legos are awesome.
I did see that giant. What was it? It should have been Spider-Man, the giant Death Star kit.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
That thing looks fantastic.
Yep.
Yes, thing's huge.
Yeah, I know. Like my brother likes to buy a bunch from China because it's so much cheaper to buy them from there.
Oh,
I'm sure they're all knockoffs, but they're all close enough.
That's all that matters.
The
Really?
directions are ridiculous. Like, there's no words on the directions anyway. It's just
pictures.
it's just the
Good
next.
point.
This is where it goes. So it's not like you need it to be in English.
For sure.
And
Ooh,
this 21 is amazing.
Yeah, the Aberfeldy is incredible. I polished off that Spey River pretty quickly and moved on to this one. This is really, really rich. I don't think I got a chance to try this on Saturday night.
You know, and I did the once, but when we did the actual tasting with everybody else, I was just drinking my giant blend.
again.
Yeah.
I ended up putting them all in the same glass, and it was about this much of 13 whiskeys plus some new make.
There you go.
And that's what I drank the rest of the night. It was nice.
It was a nice
Good
mix.
stuff.
I will say, yeah, that new make was surprisingly quite good.
Good. It was like liquid honey.
I'd never had any Scotch new make before, so it was pretty awesome.
Which new make was this?
It was the Aberfeldy.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Aberfeldy.
Yeah.
It was
Erica actually brought home some Bunnahabhain new make, some of their peated new make.
Nice.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's fantastic, actually. It's really good. And Erica hates white whiskey.
Well, all the much better for you then.
Exactly. Well, no, she likes this one, though. That's the problem. I'm trying to steal it from her. She hates every other white whiskey.
Oh, well, that's a problem then.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's in here with me right now. I don't know if she'd know if I took it.
Just take a small amount. She won't know. That's the plan I go with. It will help.
Yeah. Whiskey Dick is asking, how do I pick my terrible whiskeys to review? It's actually a mix of things. A lot of it is viewer suggestion.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it has been. It has been. A lot of it is viewer suggestion, and then very occasionally, the one good thing about like craft. Well, there's a lot of good things about craft distilling, but for our show, one of the good things is that a lot of those early batches that craft distillers are doing they're rough. They're really rough. So a lot of local Wisconsin craft stuff, those first batches have been on the show. And we have made some enemies. Like, we don't show our face at one of the Milwaukee distilleries anymore just because we really ripped one apart.
Make a better product. Problem solved.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's
That's
true.
And
my-
honestly, it's one man's opinion, whether you have a voice or not, or an audience or not, you're still just one man's opinion.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's not like, I don't know, people to get frustrated about whether you like something or not.
Yeah. I mean, I can appreciate, though, people put a lot of work into stuff, so we try not to be too mean. But
Just on it.
we're honest. We're honest about
exactly.
this stuff.
It's not mean. It's just honesty.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just depends on how they take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you're going to take it, you got to have thick skin.
There's been a couple people who have not had thick skin.
That's their problem, not yours.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what Lafroig did with what people said about their product. They turned it into
commercial.
True.
a massive positive, and they were like, "Yep, that's what we are."
Yeah. Right.
And they just kind of embraced it. If that's the product you're putting out, that's the product you're putting out, and you got to be expectant of all of the reactions, not just the ones you're hoping for.
True.
So I'm moving on, and I'm going to go down a little Four Roses line because we've got a couple bottles that are just almost gone. So I'm going to go for the small batch select next.
Ooh.
And then I don't know which one of these two.
So there's two questions for Ed.
Yeah.
Trey wants to know, have you reviewed the TX bourbon?
TX we haven't actually done yet. I mostly because a lot of places don't sell it around here. It might be a Total Wine, so I might have to run over there at some point.
Yeah,
But most places don't sell that.
It's $50. It's hardly worth $50.
Yeah. And then Whiskey Dick is asking opinion on Black Velvet. We actually did a blind shootout of Canadian whisk. We did a March Badness tournament. So like we did brackets of bad whiskeys, and Black Velvet either came in first or second for levels of badness. It did not.
You know what I love about Black Velvet? The fact that the first one sucked so bad. They made an 8-year reserve to suck even worse.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing up there. And it's like Canadian Mist is generally kind of the benchmark for bad whiskeys. But Black Velvet takes whatever Canadian Mist is doing and ramps it up.
But the scary part is they sell ridiculous amounts of Black Velvet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Crazy amounts.
For sure.
And it's awful.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I know it's a mixer, but still, why? You could drink something for $1 or $2 more that would suck half as much.
That's kind of our rule on the show. Like people, we do get people coming on like, why don't you mix it with Coke? And we're like, if we can't drink it neat, we're not going to review it as a mixer. Like, I don't know why we would. If you can't drink something neat, I don't want to ruin a cocktail with it personally.
Yeah, you ruin the Coke. It's a problem. That's how my mom talks about TX bourbon.
Cocktails.
I made her a bourbon and Coke, and she's like, "You ruined the Coke. What is wrong with this bourbon?" I'm like, "I'm sorry." That's how bad it is. I was like, and my mom will drink like Old Crow, whatever, just terrible Canadian Mist, whatever with Coke. She doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, that actually ruined the Coke. And that's saying a lot. So, and granted, she also likes really good whiskey too. It's just really funny.
For sure. I did see someone asking where I'm located. I'm in Milwaukee. And so someone was asking which distillery. It was actually, we haven't actually gotten any pushback from these guys, but the worst whiskey we've ever had was from Central Standard Distillery here in Milwaukee. They have something called a Scotch style whiskey, which they somehow didn't get the pantsuit off of them by the SWA.
Seriously, how?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just because they made a limited batch because it was so bad.
Do you have any more you're bringing with you?
I am. I'm bringing it there.
I do want to try it, even though I know it sounds horrible. I still have to try
the bottle. I want to take a picture of the bottle.
Yeah,
that's true.
We want to compare it because Eric Waite says that the Glyph is the worst ever. I want to know if that's true or not too. So,
we can do a face-off.
Yeah, we should. I think that should be a whole a little table at La Quinta is worst whiskey. There's a little zone you can just sit up there. I think that's a good little tasting area of that would be
fantastic.
I really like this idea, and I think we should make it happen.
Somebody in the chat, add that to Bill's Discord with the La Quinta meetup stuff.
Kinnikinnick's not bad. I like Kinnikinnick.
We also need to get a large pack of "Hello, my name is" stickers, and everybody put their YouTube handle or their Discord handle on it, so we know who you are.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
There's a lot of you that I don't know your actual names.
Brian Bernke thinks that J.R. Ewing is the worst bourbon. I thought it was just boring. I think it was the worst, but I just thought it was really thin and just meh on the J.R. Ewing. It's fine. We'll review it at some point in time. Probably do that one, the Lawless together. I think they might both be made. I think they're both MGP, but they both come in a cool square bottle. So who knows?
That's a good reason to review it.
Yeah. Worst whiskey ever seen.
All right, Ben's on the name tags. Awesome.
Yeah. He's gonna make name tags. That's funny.
I've switched over quickly to a little bit of Lot 40, which is actually one of my favorite ryes.
The regular or the cask strength?
This is just the regular right now.
I've had one bottle of Lot 40 and I really enjoyed the heck out of it. We need to get more Lot 40 in our life.
Yeah. And that's the other thing.
Get the good stuff.
On our channel, Erica's kind of she loves bourbon and Isla. The old man's kind of everything, but I love rye. I love rye to no end. And Erica hates me for it.
I'm not
I
a
love
fan of
rye.
rye.
Mm.
Matt's
I
the
love
rye.
rye. Me and you will have a good time, Ed. We'll drink lots of rye together. It'll be fine.
Nice.
Ben's going full label maker. So
Yeah. So Ben and John decided on Saturday to try to help reorganize the media room, which is full of whiskey. Yeah, I think they were like, it's going to take a few weeks, I think, guys. I do appreciate the help, though. It's pretty funny. And they're probably going, oh, my God, this is so much worse than I thought. I can only imagine the thoughts of it. There's no organizational skill whatsoever on my part. I'm like, I memorize what's in the boxes. That's what I know.
That being said, he does know where everything is.
mm-hmm.
If you ask for a whiskey, he's going to be like, okay, hang on. You're going to have to give me like 2.5 minutes to get that particular one out, but I can get it. Hang on.
I know where it is. Just give me a minute.
Now I don't.
Uh-oh.
Now they're the only ones that do.
Oh, no.
Like I asked John, or I said, where's this box? He's like, oh, yeah, it's over here. And I was like, oh, good thing. So good thing he knew, because I had no clue. So I'll have to go digging through there the next few days to figure out what to bring. So I want to move on to JTS Brown, because keeping it's good. Now, granted, this is the I have the bottle in mind. This is just the regular 80, but it's good. I think it costs like, I don't know, $14 from 175. So
yeah, ours runs around here for like 12.
Even better.
Nice.
Yeah.
How good?
For the JTS,
For me.
it's pretty solid.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay. Heard
It's
that.
not amazing, like it's not incredible, but it's pretty solid.
I'm just thinking, $12.
I like it.
Moving on to the tiny amount left of the Glen Grant 12-year.
Good
Yeah,
show.
I'm still working on some Four Roses.
Eric, I do have a bunch of Driftless Glen. My favorite from them is still the Young Rye. Young Rye single is just about the best rye I've ever had.
Okay. Heard that. Thank you, Dylan.
I do agree with the Driftless Glen. That's great stuff.
Yeah, I think they make the best rye in Wisconsin right now, for sure. Which it's quickly becoming a crowded market for Wisconsin rye.
Oh, it's crazy. The explosion of rye in the last few years is out of control.
Daddy.
Papa.
It must be another Lego question.
It's chocolatey.
Uh,
What'd you have in there before?
Bonus rye.
That's why.
That's why it's chocolatey.
Rinse your glass.
I was kind of surprised by the nose, and yeah, that's why. She's right.
Smells like Balcones rye.
She's right.
Did you finish that?
No.
Okay.
I left you half.
But two.
We got a cast strength
And a regular.
and a regular.
Cast strength it is.
Steve A is saying that it makes good rye too, and he's right. Rye is way easier and up here in the northern climes.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of rye.
Fair. It's fair.
I like the Balcones rye.
That's because Balcones rye is like the non-rye rye.
I know.
I mean, it's incredible. Don't get me wrong. Balcones
So
rye
good. It's the only rye.
It's amazing. It's just that it doesn't taste like rye. It tastes like a chocolate latte with jalapeno.
Yeah. That's why we like it. It
doesn't taste like
because it doesn't taste like rye. It's amazing. That being said, a rye that does it doesn't really taste like rye, but it is much more like rye. We had a rye night the other night, and the Boss Hog,
The Black Prince.
Black Prince. Oh my God, that is a freaking amazing rye.
Nice.
That was a just incredible pour.
I've been trying to decide on whether I should pull the trigger on the what's the one? Boss Hog 5.
Spirit of Mauve.
Spirit of Mauve, yeah.
Well,
from somebody who's not a fan of rye.
right, from somebody that's not a fan of rye. You asked Matt, that's his second or third favorite rye of all time.
Black Prince is number one.
But Black Prince is so much farther leaps and bounds beyond that one.
Yeah, I would say
It leaves it in the dust. Like it's just
the fifth one is probably like you said, number 3 behind the Bookers. I just don't have the Booker's Rye, which is why I didn't put it in the top 12 because I don't have one.
Eric, I know. I'm pretty sure Driftless is doing malt right now. But yeah, no, they're out in where are they? Baraboo? They're somewhere in the Glen, the Driftless Glen, as the name suggests. But yeah, that would be fun to do it right on Lake Michigan. And then Far North, do they do the Rocknar Rye? Is that the one? I can't remember.
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
You go highlight Mark JG's question about the distillery down there. It's a little ways up. Anything we absolutely need to try?
Oh, okay, Brandon. Yeah. I like the Rocknar. The Rocknar is good.
Yeah.
I had it when I was up Minnesota last.
Ah.
Yep. So,
What is this? Anything we absolutely need to try?
So my favorite tables are going to be Andalusia,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Iron Root, Oak and Eden.
is Lona going to be there?
Lonel's going to be there. Tabacaro's going to be there.
Ta's going to be
Taw's
there.
going to be there.
Yeah, you need to try those for sure. Yeah, if you don't, because obviously I don't know if you guys are going to get around to. There's 14
Falcones.
distilleries,
Falcones.
and everybody's got at least 2, 3, could be 6, depending on what they're bringing. I would start with those 6, or if you haven't had Balcones, of course, try them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you can make that go away now.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's blocking the pretty face.
Here, you know what? Here, I will look it up on my email. I know where it is. It's in my email. And I'll get the list and we'll look at that real quick. Let's see here.
I mean, they're all well, most of them.
Oh yeah. Also, you know what's also good for me there is Banner. Banner's got a good one.
Banner's really good.
Yeah, and you can't.
That'll
get
be a
that.
really fun comparison to be able to sip on the Banner right next to the Lone Elm, because they're both wheat whiskeys out of Texas, but just completely different flavor profiles. Well, not completely different, but
Was Banner there last year?
different flavor profiles for sure.
What's
Sorry.
that?
Oh, so was Banner there last year?
They were.
Banner was there.
I don't think they were.
Because there was some wheat whiskey I have that I think it was 100% wheat on the mash bill.
Yeah, Banner was there last year.
Yeah,
Were
Banner
they?
was there last year.
Okay, yeah.
That's not from last year.
This isn't from last year, but I'm pretty sure this was there last year.
Yeah, Banner was there last year.
Got a echo.
Somebody just turned the volume on. That was Matt. He's got it.
My stupid thing went crazy on me. When I switched over screens, it went back to that. No, sorry. Yeah, Banner was there last year. That's where I met Logan when we did our thing down for we got our song class.
Mm.
I do remember liking Banner just because I thought a lot of the wheat whiskeys I've found so far just taste like near bourbon.
Yeah.
And I thought they were doing something different that I really liked.
I agree with that statement. And if you ever get a chance to go to their distillery, their vodka is
Really
really
Mhm.
interesting.
Really?
For a vodka, it's a whiskey drinker's vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It really is. Yeah.
Are they distilling it less or not filtering or
I don't know.
what are they doing?
I don't remember. I remember asking them lots of questions, and we got a lot of it on film. But we got a lot of it not on film because I didn't prep properly for that trip.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, lesson.
It was in our learning phase.
That was in our learning curve for sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
Four Roses.
Yeah, I'm just going. That's like my third 4 Roses that I'm killing here.
And Barefaced is good. Ben Demon Hunter's asking about Barefaced. I do like Barefaced. That stuff's good. Good Canadian. It's it's finished, I think, in 3 different types of wine casks, what I remember. It's really interesting. It's like
I have a feeling I would like Bareface.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a bottle somewhere around here.
I bet you John knows where it is.
Ha.
I was pleasantly surprised. Oh, kitty! I was pleasantly surprised by Oak and Eden.
Oh, kitty. Huh?
Oh, if you liked Oak and Eden last year, you wait till they try what they came out this year.
Oh
Holy
man,
crap.
have some.
Okay, all
They're
right,
like light years ahead of where they were last year.
nice.
So good.
I don't know if they're going to bring the beer stuff or not. I assume they will.
I'm sure they will. And Joe will be at La Quinta. That's the other thing is some of these distillers will also be at La Quinta.
Oh, nice.
They're friends of mine, so they said they'd show up and come hang out too, which is going to be cool to get to hang out not just with the channels, but also with a bunch of distillers, which will be fun. So I know Iron Root's going to be there. I know Joe's going to be there. Joe's also a whiskey somm with us as well. He was in our class, which is really cool. Super nice guy. I think Taw's going to be there. I think Lone Elm might be there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You didn't find your email?
So it should be a great time. Do what?
You didn't find your email?
Oh, no, I did. I got it. I just pulled it up.
Can you?
So here's who's going to be there. So we got Andalusia, Balcones, Banner, Ben Milam, Iron Root, Okaneden, Ranger Creek, Real Spirits, Real Brazos, Spirit of Texas, Treaty Oak, Still Austin, Lone Elm, and Tawancaro.
Oh, so Still Austin.
Still Austin.
Still Austin's
Good
back
stuff.
one is really, really yummy stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what else they come out with.
Yeah, this stuff's a year old and it's really good. Yeah, the other Ranger Creek is good, but it's very inconsistent. So you might get some good one, you might not. I don't know. And Real Spirits, I remember them being there, them and Rio Brazos and Spirit of Texas, but they were fine. I'm hoping they're better this year. I'm not really sure how it'll be. Treaty Oaks source stuff is better than their, stuff they make currently. So we'll see.
Is Ranger Creek? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna, you can ask the question. I'll answer Dylan's question.
No, I was going to say, is Ranger Creek the one they have like a rye that's like 44 Magnum?
Yes, that's that. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the ones that do the caliper. Like it's their bourbon is 36.
I've been told I absolutely have to try that as soon as I get down there.
Okay, that's fair. You're a rye guy.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think you're gonna like Tawacaro's 4-grain rye.
Oh, you're gonna love their rye.
Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah, they have a ridiculously good rye, and if they bring anything cask strength down, you're probably gonna go crazy on that stuff. We got to taste it right out of the barrel, and it was really, really good. And they said it wasn't quite done yet. So,
cool.
Matt's had it since then, but I have not.
Very cool. I'm excited.
What should I move on to?
Eric, we did do Screwball. I should put the link in the chat or something, so you can go check it out. Me and Erica did do Screwball. We didn't hate it as much as I thought we might. So,
is that what you're drinking?
That's something.
Right now.
Okay, I'm gonna move some of this.
I'm just killing the bourbon first.
Oh wait, I can't post in the chat for whatever reason. Whatever.
There's another 4 roses.
You can find it.
I'm gonna do some of the. Speaking of Lone Elm, I'm gonna go ahead and pour me some Lone Elm single barrel.
All this Texas whiskey talk got me on the Brimstone PX real quick.
Ooh. Look at that color.
Oh my God, yeah, it's nuts.
Gorgeous.
You said Brimstone PX?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The lovely Galladay. And it is insane. If you thought Brimstone already tasted like ridiculously big and strong, you add a bunch of PX sherry to it.
Oh no! See, I actually I don't think that the Brimstone tastes ridiculously big and strong. I think it tastes sweet and light and friendly and delicate. I think it smells ridiculously strong.
Really? Okay.
To me, there's the smoke that hits you. There's the ash that hits you, but it's really just it's sweet to me.
Yeah, Ed, why don't you have your YouTube up?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that right quick. Good call.
Pop the chat out so you can still watch in StreamYard and see us,
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let me work on this real quick. Excuse me if there's a sudden blast of noise when I pull this up.
It's all good.
So we actually recently just went out and did a Lone Elm barrel pick, and got our bottles in from it. And yeah, you can tell how dark that is. They were able to get, I think, 14 bottles out of this barrel. There was just a little bit left, and we're really excited to.
Yeah, they were only the 30-gallon barrels, so
they were
small barrels to begin with.
15s.
Oh, I thought they said they were 30.
I think these were the 15 gallons.
Ooh, that's teeny.
Yeah, This is bottle 9 out of 14.
Yeah.
So 2 proof. They put out a really good product.
Yeah, their single barrel stuff is really, really incredible.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of their single barrels.
So
are
definitely
really good.
check them out down there too. Where did Matt disappear to?
More Lego issues.
Tending to the Legos, yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
there were Lego problems.
What are you drinking?
I poured some of the Lonum.
Oh, okay.
I
know-
left you a little bit.
I know Donald's in there drinking some, what'd you say? Cast strength, red breast cast strength. What's everybody else drinking in there?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous there. I don't think we have any cast strength left. The red breast.
I gotta
What's
go
everybody got in their glasses?
Sorry, we're having an absolute meltdown right now.
ADH Fishing says it looks like they bottled the actual barrel.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
it's crazy dark. Yeah.
Jesus.
There were
Yeah.
some of them that we were pulling out, and he would pour it in a rocks glass, pour some in so we could pass it around. We take our cell phone and turn the flashlight on and put it in the bottom of the glass. It wouldn't even shine through. I mean, it was so dark.
Yeah, we've actually
Like-
picked out a second barrel, but all that was in the barrel was half a bottle. And so they were just like, we can't, I mean, there's just not really anything we can do as far as selling that to you. He told us he thought there might be 2 bottles in there. So we were like, yeah, we'll take a chance on it. And he's like, nope, there was like 300 mils. So
Yeah. It was so good, though.
it was so good.
So good.
But it was one of those that you couldn't see through it. Like you could hold it up to the sun and it would like block the sun. It was like just that kind of levels of dark.
Total eclipse.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if some Texas distillery doesn't name their thing the Eclipse, like a really dark whiskey,
Oh, that would be so
they're,
cool.
they're missing out.
Oh, that's something that these guys could totally do because of just really how dark some of their stuff gets.
Copyright.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you want to copyright that before I say this out loud, or can I call the guys at Lone Elm and say, "Hey, I got a great idea for you"?
Our next barrel
Patent pending.
is dark.
Yeah, we might just call it that.
There you
Welcome
go.
back, Matt.
Oh, no,
Get Legos figured out.
no, she broke it and now she's having a meltdown.
Oh,
Awesome.
So no, it's going to be one of those. We're not going to stop. One of those types. It's not going to be pretty.
Been there, done that.
So I'm sorry when she breaks it. There's nothing I can do about it though, and I don't have time to sit there and fix it for the next 20 minutes.
Nope.
She'll have to wait till later, which can be
Yeah, in
tomorrow.
our house, if it's broken, it goes in the trash. I don't even try. Sorry.
Not with Legos.
Oh, she's working on Legos.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, she broke it because she did something wrong, and then she tried to get it apart. Now it broke into several pieces.
oh, that sucks.
Well,
No
in
fun.
her defense, Legos are a pain in the ass to get apart.
Yeah,
So-
They are.
that's
but
true. The little
crying over
tiny
it.
ones.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, the little thin ones.
Well,
Mhm.
now they give you the little tool to like pry them off, and
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah,
have that shit growing up.
yeah. I know. I
And,
just
like-
broke nails.
Yeah.
Trying to get them under there. Yeah.
Almost inhaled them because you had to use your teeth.
Yep.
Kids got it easy these days.
Hey, those kids. Those little whippersnappers. I used to walk both ways in the snow.
I did though. Totally did. Up and downhill. I lived this freaking story.
Yeah. No, I mean that's just par for the course in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You deal with snow no matter what.
Yeah, at that age, I grew up in Connecticut, so
Oh, there you go.
yeah, we had to do it.
Yeah.
I'm moving on to some EH single barrel, H Taylor single barrel. Finish that puppy off.
ADHD says he just ignores my kids and his own kids screaming, so that's a good choice.
Our kid's passed out.
My kid never passes out.
Melatonin.
Just refuses to sleep. No sleep.
Mm-mm.
No sleep. Till Austin.
She doesn't sleep. She only requires sleep in the morning when we're supposed to go somewhere. At night, she won't go to sleep. No matter how tired she is impossible for her to pass out. Like, she really won't go to bed.
I was going with "Ain't No Rest for the Wicked."
Oh, that works too. That works too.
Have you met Violet? She's lovely.
Yeah, she seems like it.
She has your
Patty, I'm coming in Thursday. I should be there Thursday afternoon. Unless you weren't asking me, in which case I'm never going.
What are you up to on Thursday?
We're gonna do the Lefroy event.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so we're gonna go hit that. Well, we'll probably if we've got time before that, we'll probably try to hit Still Austin that first day.
There you go.
Then Lefroy, and then I guess we're gonna see where the heck it goes from there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We'll be in Friday, probably around noon 30ish.
Noon.
We'll see.
yeah. I'm disappointed we don't have because we're coming in Thursday. We're getting out like 4 a.m. on Sunday.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm not planning to sleep the night of Saturday.
I can imagine not.
Yeah,
You're
so
gonna be in the lobby all night, and then it's time to go.
yep. I'm just gonna bring the bags down and just be ready to hit the road.
Ed, it's 2. You gotta go, man. You gotta go.
Sleep on the plane.
That's right.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll have all of Sunday to recuperate.
There you
That's
go.
right.
And see,
Yeah.
I'm thinking on Monday because it's Columbus Day and I have the day off because of work, but the kid has school. So that's going to be my recoup day.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have to do a 12-hour shift on Monday, and that's gonna be a lot of fun.
That bites. Yeah. We're talking about the Lefroy event. It's sold out, right?
Yeah. As far as I know, I mean, we got tickets. Luckily, I think we got 2 of the last ones because it was already pretty late when we got ours.
Luckily.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for that.
Oh, she was being completely sarcastic.
I don't like Pete.
You didn't hear it. I heard it. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, sure. Way to go, bud.
No, I mean, for him, it's good for you. You enjoy it.
I'm moving on to the
Yeah.
sherry cask finish. Or Shannon has sherry cask. Sorry.
Oh,
I did a little blend of my remaining Akantoshan and the brimstone.
Very nice.
See what happens here.
Yeah, I know Dylan had a question a long time ago about streaming. I think Bill's going to stream stuff in the La Quinta lobby. He's going to set it up and have people talking. So
Oh
that
well.
should be fun over on the Whiskey Dick channel. So I moved on to Tom Moore Bottle and Bond. This is $22 for a 175. It's delicious.
What is your theme tonight, Matt?
Cheap.
Random stuff that you can't find except for in a whiskey vault.
Okay.
And my house. It's the same thing. It's entertaining. Yeah, there you go. Mark says handles. I only brought out 2 handles tonight. That's it. No,
That would actually be a fun stream. Only drink stuff you can find in handles.
that would be a fun stream.
Yeah.
Plastic bottle stream.
Plastic bottle stream. Yeah.
I could totally do that.
Not 175s. Actual handles.
It has to have the handle. No excuses.
Not a lot of those. You get like Chivas and stuff like that. Maybe some old. What else could you get? So Crown has one. Let's see, Jim Beam. I think they
Jim
still
Beam,
have
sure.
one. There's not a whole lot that still actually have handles on them anymore.
He's actually looking for them.
There's a lot of blended bourbon, not blended bourbons, blended scotches that have handles these days.
That's true. You're right.
McQueen,
Or maybe
anything with a
finger.
finger, pretty much.
Finger grips. Dozer.
Sure.
Nice to know another Wisconsinite too. And actually, Patty from the Whiskey Den, also a Wisconsinite. So make sure you go show him some love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Juliet Miranda wants to know if I've had Pure Kentucky. Yes. Pure Kentucky is quite good. I do like that one a lot.
That's actually one I've seen at the store. I've been meaning to get because that's the other way we select like whiskeys to try for Worst Whiskey Watch is just like grabbing stuff off the bottom shelf.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
And occasionally we get something really, really good.
You will enjoy that one for sure.
Nice.
That has to be like one of the best finds ever. Is this dusty bottle of Tom Moore bottled and bond that I knew nothing about? I was like, and it's funny. I was at Half Price Books and I found this whole whiskey book. And it's like, oh, there's like a major distiller named Tom Moore. I'm like, oh, interesting. Of course, now it's called it's sort of Barton Distilling, so it's Bardstown. But it's like back in the I don't know whenever this book was published in like the 80s or something. That's when it was apparently the name of the distiller. I was like, oh, interesting. It's tasty though. Can't go wrong.
Neat.
I even like the regular Tom Moore too, which I think is like $14 for a 175. Yeah, I think we'll have to. I think that's a good idea. We should just have 175 night of cheap whiskey.
That would actually be super fun.
Yeah,
that would be a fun stream. We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
All right, what kind of random crap should we drink tonight?
How
about the Chivas Regal Mizunara? Because why not?
Chivas Regal Mizunara.
Yeah.
Right.
I grabbed that Balcones Rye, the cast strength, because it's been sitting here staring at me since William had it.
That one is delicious.
Got pretty color.
That's one of the best fries ever.
Yeah, it's like one of the only ryes I like. We already had this conversation. I think you were dealing with Legos.
Probably.
Chocolatey goodness.
Yeah. It's fantastic whiskey. It really is.
It really is good. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It goes good with bacon.
All whiskey goes good with bacon.
The Chivas is mad.
I'm gonna get something. Let's see what else I got. I got available right quick.
That one's okay. Yeah. So I guess in the chat, what distilleries is everybody looking to try they have not had before? I think that's a good question for everybody that's coming. Oh, go with it.
I am gonna go over to a little bit of Kilbeggan.
Nice.
This is an Irish rye.
You got the rye? See, I have not seen that one yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to try that one. That sounds delicious.
I like it. I know Whiskey Jason, who I did a stream with. He's not a fan in the least, but I like it.
Did you kill that bottle?
Andalusia.
We have the regular.
Fun though, because Kilbeggan and Blackwater are in a big fight with Middleton over the definition of pot still whiskey, like single pot still in Ireland. We're going to have a video about that coming up shortly on our channel. So,
are they saying that pot still should have to have unmalted rye in it or unmalted barley?
Well, the argument. Well, preview. I'm going to do a whole rant about this, but the argument Blackwater and Kilbeggan are making is that historically you could add up to 20% rye, so they should be allowed to. And that Middleton basically rigged the system against them, which is kind of true. So I'm gonna make a video doing the history of how that came to pass. Yeah, they want to be able to use other unmalted grain in their mash bills, because after the Civil War and trade embargo with Britain, how the market just fell apart and Middleton basically got to make the rules. So yeah,
they did own every distillery in Ireland for a while.
Yeah,
kind of when you own everything, kind of do what the heck you want. You set the rules.
Exactly. Ben, Demon Hunter. Are rye whiskey lovers in the minority of whiskey drinkers? Probably.
Yeah, I'd probably agree. That's probably true.
We're a bunch of hipsters.
They're very vocal, much like Isla whiskey lovers.
That's true.
I love both. So they're both fantastic.
It's kind of one of those. Yeah,
and Brian wants to try Banner and Rio Brazos. I think you'll like Banner, Brian. The Rio Brazos, I'm hoping it's better than than I've had in the past. Let's put it that way. So far, I've not been super impressed with Rio Brazos. So I'm opening up the Tomatin 15-year Muscatel cask. It is delicious.
Oh, it's like cocoa powder. So good.
Yeah, Texas Vega. A lot of people really don't like rye. They just don't. But I really enjoy rye thoroughly.
You got Captain pulling for the Brimstone PX.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Way to go, Captain.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
You got some Brimstone.
The funny thing about brimstone is,
over there.
and I feel like I can taste it the next day.
Oh,
I'll brush my teeth, I'll go to bed, and I'll taste it in the morning.
Yes, you
great. Does Erica like the brimstone or no?
Oh, yeah.
No.
She does.
She's all about the brimstone.
Brimstone is my favorite.
Yeah.
So
She would have been on stream with us, except she had to watch the Fallout show from a wrestling pay-per-view, which is very important. So
okay, sure. I'm gonna go with that sounds fantastic.
It's where I would rather be too.
yeah, right.
Oh, Donald, good to know.
Good where I am.
Hey, Bernard Mulligan. Good to see you. Okay, these are good. So,
Oh, the Stranahan Sherry Cask is that's a lovely little American single malt.
Oh yeah. I am. I'm not that big a fan of regular Stranahans. I love the sherry cask though.
which I think I asked you tonight because your batch I think is way ahead of my batch, Ed, of your sherry cask.
Oh, the sherry cask. Let's find out. I forgot.
I think you said like 6, or was my totally
This
crazy?
is 7. Yeah.
7. Okay. Because I've got a batch 2 and a batch 1. I haven't opened the batch. I'm only at batch 2, and it's got like a weird funk on it.
Oh.
It's a sherry malt. It's got a sherry funk to it.
Yeah, I like cherry. It's
Mine has that same kind of sulfur bite kind of thing, but it's not like young whiskey funk.
no.
Is that what you get out of the Stranahan's yellow?
Sorry?
Is that what you get out of the Stranahan's yellow?
Yeah. I think the yellow label is really weirdly underage funk.
Yeah. Honey and butterscotch.
I moved over to Cardew 12-year.
Oh, that smells so good.
So good. I'm sad to finish that little sample bottle off.
This was one of her favorites when we were doing a live stream with Bobby and Sam.
Scotch night.
It was a Scotch night with them. And she kind of fell in love with Cardew.
Yes.
It's good.
Too bad. There's just really not a lot of Cardew. It's just the Cardew 12 and the Cardew Game of Thrones. I don't know of any other Cardews that you can get a hold of in the States. Maybe an independent bottler, maybe, but I don't even know what that was.
This is the 12.
But, it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's good.
I want to try this one that Julia keeps asking about, this Whiskey Acres rye. It sounds really good. I looked it up. I would really like to try it. Have you tried that one, Ed, that she's asking about?
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that one, actually.
It sounds really tasty from what I've read about it. So I'm hoping that somebody brings it to the Bastards Ball miraculously. That's from around there. But, well, who knows? We'll see.
Captain's saying he gets the same malt, but he thinks it's the malt with the new oak in Colorado for Stranahan's. I don't know. I think I've talked to people who drink a lot of bourbon, and like my bourbon journey, Scott, I've talked to, and for him, whenever he drinks malt whiskey, even like bourbon with a high malt content, he gets this medicinal funk, he says. And I feel like
Barrel funk.
Yeah, exactly. Like that young wood barrel funk. And I feel like with Stranahan's, for whatever reason, that yellow label just never got rid of it.
Oh, no. That yellow label's no.
Yeah.
No.
Sarah's father's that way with malt. He smells
He calls it medicinal.
medicinal.
And I say, no, it's the malt because there's no medicinal in this. I think I get medicinal and I think peat. And he gets it just on malted.
Every time.
Yeah.
I think if you're really used to drinking sweet corn style whiskeys or new charred barrel stuff, even, I think malt can come across as more acrid just from the grain. Yeah. I mean, it's still sweet, but it's just not as comparatively.
He's strictly a bourbon drinker. He likes his Kentucky bourbons. And I just keep throwing things at him.
As you should.
Try it. Just try it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times with these sample bottles that we have, if it's something that I think he might like, we do our reviews or whatever we have left, I bring it over to him.
Yeah,
just try it.
All the 4 roses went to him before he just polished them all off.
Yeah.
Nice.
Some of the stuff you're never going to get to try.
Yeah.
Ever again. So try it. But he gets that medicinal with the malt too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever got it until a bourbon drinker pointed it out to me, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I kind of see what you mean. Someone's talking about hipsters with beards. Yeah, gotta have that face scarf.
Yeah, William Devilar wants to know if the distilleries are bringing any new releases. I think some of them will definitely be bringing new releases. I don't know how much it'll be at the ball or not, but I can pretty much guarantee you if they're not at the ball, they'll be at La Quinta. There's a really good chance of that. At least all of the distilleries I know, they're kind of cool with bringing really cool experiments to us.
Oak and Eden bringing an experimental bottle or two. I can
Totally.
see.
Ta will, I'm sure.
Yeah, there are a lot of these guys that I can
Joe
see.
just rolls with experimental bottles. I don't
He
worry.
does. Joe's the best. I don't know if anybody's ever hung out with Joe. Besides, Joe's the coolest freaking dude as far as this,
So
owning
cool.
a distillery. He just has awesome stuff. He's just like, try these. I want you to know what you think. It's so fun.
Just give me your notes.
Usually, they're great.
Yeah.
Just be honest.
I sure do like it when he shows up at events.
Absolutely.
I just polished off a Glendronach 18 year. That's what I'm going to be sipping on next. Glendronach 18.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this Cardew. I'm gonna have to set that. I'm gonna have to finish that later.
Oh yeah. If anybody doesn't know, Juliet Miranda has a rather large channel. If you guys haven't subbed to her, you should definitely check her out.
I
For sure.
have not, so I'm going to do that right this second.
Who's this?
Right?
Yeah, she's awesome. She was on. I know that she had the dummies on the other day, which is pretty cool. So let's see. What should we move on to now? All right. How about a weird? Okay. Speaking of Rise Ed, have you had this one? This is a Millstone 100 from the Netherlands.
I definitely have not. I'm
you're
not very familiar with Dutch whiskey, I'll be honest.
Yeah, so it's really cool. So they call it the 100 Dutch Single Rye. It's 100 proof, 100 months old, 100% rye grain, 100% small batch, 100% milled by Dutch windmills, 100 small pot still distillation, 100% New American oak, and 100% handmade. And it's made by the Zudam Distillery. And this one is about a year old. And so...
Do I want to hit that?
Sorry, but let's see, 8,
This one
yeah,
finished.
100, yeah, 100 months. So what is that? Yeah, it's cool when you do 100 months because why not?
Right. Might as well keep the theme going.
And it's got just, I'll bring this one for sure just for you to try it.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I love it. It is one of the most unique ryes I've ever had. It's so different than an American rye.
There's a fun Chilean wine that kind of has a 100 story like that. They took 100 barrels from 100 winemakers and combined them all together. They were all different Malbecs out of Chile. And they basically, the guy in charge contacted all these guys and was just like, I want one of your best barrels. I want you to contribute to my blend.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool story. It's a really cool. It was a really good wine.
Yeah, nice.
Lee from Scotch and the Bay is in here. She's checking in. How's it going, Lee? She also has a really cool thing that she does. You check her out as well. Oh, this smells delicious. Yeah, so another awesome woman in a whiskey. Yeah, this is so unique.
Glen Moray sherry cask.
Oh, it's so nice and oily. It's oily and woody, and it's like that malt. Oh, but it's rye malt, and it's delicious. Oh, it's so good.
I do love rye malt. That is,
You're gonna love this one.
yeah.
Yeah, you love this. You're gonna love that tall one, Caro. And
Have you had Old Patro at all?
I have. It's delicious. I have some in the other room.
Okay, yeah, good.
Especially like the 18th century one. That's my favorite of the two.
Yeah, I love that one. That one,
I have drank at least one bottle. I'm on my second.
that one really divides people. I've found. I know I have it somewhere around here, But yeah, especially the nose tends to divide people. But I'm a big fan of it.
Oh, Charles Athworth just came in. How's it going?
I am moving on to some Andalusia Striker Rum Cask.
Ooh,
That sounds
I pulled out a striker too.
Nice.
I just have the regular striker here, but I pulled out a striker too.
Juliet, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Donald, I pulled out a bottle just for you of the Irish tonight. I know how much you love the Powers, John Lane. So I pulled it out just for Donald because I know how much he likes it. So this is the Powers, John Lane. This is a 12-year single pot, still Irish, and it's great. Unfortunately, it's also really hard to find. At least it is around here.
Oh, green spot.
I've only seen 2 bottles ever here, and there's one. Wow. So I've never opened this. So,
All right, Donald.
this is
I
just
have
for
a
one.
sample of Redbreast 15 and a Redbreast 21. Which one do you want me to pour next? Irish for you.
Oh my gosh! Look at this thing. It comes with this freaking beautiful pamphlet. Holy crap! Oh my God! Look at this
Oh,
thing.
wow. Yeah, that's hardcore.
Oh, oh my gosh! It just keeps going. Oh wow, that's cool.
Matt, when
It's
we
a
review
distillery.
that whiskey, I expect you to be able to go over that in chart entirely.
The map.
Oh, I'll get right on it. It's like the whole story. This is awesome. Wow. This is so cool.
Somebody get that thing to Daniel. He might need to get home.
I have
Matt didn't hear that.
not had the Kilbeggan rye. No, but Ed has it, so we'll try
I do.
it.
I do. Yeah, I can bring that. If you guys haven't seen this down there?
No, it
Oh,
hasn't.
we have the Kilbeggan rye. I really enjoyed their. I really enjoyed the Kilbeggan corn whiskey that we had.
Oh
Or
yeah,
I assume it's corn
with
whiskey.
grain.
That's
The
why.
single grain, yeah. I was told by the rep it's 100% corn, and I had issue believing that, but I don't know.
I mean,
That's so
artificial enzymes, man. They can do all sorts of weird stuff these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they
Yeah.
ever?
So speaking of all these women that have been here, we'd like to have, I think, Juliet and Lee come on one time. I think that'd be a really good show to have both of them come on and talk about whiskey for sure.
Yeah. We just invited Juliet to ladies' night one night. So
Okay, cool.
back off. I'm just kidding.
She can be on board.
Have her
It's
on your
okay.
show.
I'm just kidding. Okay, Donald wants me to pour the Redbreast 15.
I have no idea how long this sat in the store shelf, so I'm gonna let this cork soak.
Mm.
I don't want to have a mess.
You pour my Redbreast?
No.
I had this since the original.
I know.
I don't remember who was asking about the Kilbeggan rye, but I'm a big fan. It's not like you expect rye to be. It's not big, spicy, ridiculous. I mean, it's closer to pot still than it is to American style rye.
Right, and it's also used oak, right?
As far as I know, yeah.
It's like the single grain.
I'm trying to remember.
Much like the single grain, it's definitely it's in the bourbon realm, but it's not like bourbon.
Right, exactly. And I think I appreciate that. That's
Right.
one other thing I feel like
That's why I want to try it because it's probably in the realm of rye, but
yeah,
it's not rye.
it is. I'll bring it along. I'll bring it along to Austin. That's one I'll make sure I bring.
Right, like notice.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's something I feel like American producers, not so much of bourbon. Bourbon's fine as it is, but I feel like American producers of rye need to be experimenting more with used barrels. Like you can call it whatever, whiskey distilled from rye mash or whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't think new charred oak is as necessary for rye as it is for bourbon. Just for like that flavor profile.
How long do you think before the average American consumer catches up with people like us, people like the people in our chat that don't really care what's on the label? If you're transparent and are telling me what it is, I'll take a chance on it. But a lot of these distillers just look at the label and go, well, that's what I'm going to put because that's what, I talked to the guys at Herman Marshall. They put out a product that was not actually a blended whiskey in all of the senses, right? Like they just blended their bourbon and their rye and they finished it in a cask, but they called it a blended whiskey because TX whiskey has so much success calling it a blended whiskey.
Sure.
Yeah, but TX is never mind.
Well, but that was his reasoning that he told me. He was like, that's what I wanted to put on the label, just because I know that of the success that they had, and it just, I don't know, a lot of these guys just aren't willing to take the chance of putting something on the label.
Yeah, I don't see that changing for a while now.
Yeah.
I think if it's going to start, it's going to start at the grassroots craft level.
Yeah.
Just because, like, we've got guys here in Wisconsin who, like, Limousine Rye.
Oh yeah,
Another one.
Dancing Goat.
Yeah. The goat. We've got a review of that coming up, and I think they're a great example of that, where, like, they're kind of, if you look at their label, they're kind of trying to have it both ways, where they had to label it as a whiskey distilled from rye mash, but they also put rye right underneath the
because they're calling the company Limousine Rye.
So
Right.
good.
Right. And I think you're starting to see people being willing to experiment with categories. You're going to have to do it person by person, tasting by tasting. You're not going to change it overnight, because the average consumer is still drinking Jack and Canadian Mist.
Yeah.
And we need, like, the
And happy doing so.
yeah, the progression
happy
is
doing
key.
it.
Then they're going to try something a little bit more niche. Then they're going to do some research, and then they're going to meet one of these craft distilleries who's going to tell them about why this is pretty awesome, and you don't have to worry about what it's called. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But yeah. Charles, I would say the small batch rye is not, I mean, okay, it's way different, but it's not different in the way you might be thinking it's going to be. Just because it's like the rye grain is apparent, but a lot of the flavor isn't coming from the rye grain. A lot of that flavor is coming from the large amount of malted barley in it. So it's still like comparing pot still Irish to Irish grain whiskey. You know what I mean? Like, it's still that kind of difference, rather than comparing, like, an American rye to a single grain Irish. Like, so does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay.
This Powers is unique. I never had one like this. This is a really unique Irish. I think Donald's pretty much key to soft baked ginger cookies with orange marmalade and butter. That is pretty accurate with fault, with a sprinkling of allspice. I don't think I can say any better myself, Donald. That is pretty damn accurate. I always love Donald's his most beautiful notes when he writes them. That is a unique. There's no other Irish I've ever had remotely like this. So different.
Charles, I don't think it's bright and shiny at all. I mean,
Next time over, I need to try that.
oh, sorry.
Good. So this pamphlet is Alfred Bernard's account of the John Lane's distillery in Dublin from 1886, which is very cool.
Yeah.
It's my kind of reading material.
Hobbitses.
Are you going to read that to Violet to get her to go to sleep at night?
Probably.
What's the name of the book?
Go the fuck to
sleep.
Oh, that's her favorite, by the way.
Yes.
Read by Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
I think that's all children's favorite book.
Right.
Bacon Mooch Cat.
Ooh, it killed a.
Yeah.
Well, Freud.
Charles, I would say that the Quebec and rye, it's got a lot of the, like, the, I don't know, almost tropical fruit. It's got a lot of the, I would say, like, that big malted milk ball sweetness stuff, and then the rye just comes in as an undercurrent with that kind of spicy, licoricey stuff. But it's not that big, bright red berry, shiny Irish grain whiskey. It's more deep and thick than that. So.
Yeah, so Eric wants to know, I have had the Booker's Rye. I just don't own a bottle of it. I never have. But I know someone who does, and when it gets open, we'll be drinking it for sure. Will and Sarah know who I'm talking about that owns this.
Mm.
Dude, Like
There's the bacon cat.
he's like really getting aggressive now.
He's adorable.
I do love that kitty. I'm gonna be honest. That cat's great.
He is pretty cool.
He is a really cool cat.
Aww.
Oh, all right. Compass box juveniles.
All right.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, in it.
Knock my
Right.
I love it.
I can't be up too much later because my ass has to work, but I will finish off with some compass box as well.
Yeah, I mean I have to get up at 5.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes, the bacon cat has made
Bernard. Actually, yes, I do think the rye works well with the barley flavor because like it's very much done in Canadian rye style.
Bye, Tony.
Where the rye isn't the big forward thing. So it's not as incongruous as you might think.
Ooh.
Incongruous?
Ooh, this is really grown. I haven't tried this in a while. This has gotten really nice. Ooh.
The closest compass box I have on hand is the
What is that?
No Name. The No Name edition 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very cool. I've not seen that one yet.
Yeah. I special ordered this from the liquor store I work at. Our spirits director was a little mad at me, but he can live with it.
Why is he mad at you? You're gonna pay
Someone
for it.
else had already ordered one, and me and my other coworker got our allotment.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric has to pack. No idea how those whiskey bottles will fit. I would suggest watching Eric Waite's thing on how to pack whiskey from a foreign country. I think you'll figure it out. He says mostly underwear and t-shirts work well. That's funny.
Oh, yay.
Yes, Ben. Oh, yeah. So that's the other thing that La Quinta. Ben is going to be hosting the Compass Box tasting at La Quinta with some amazing older Compass boxes that Ben has, and it's going to be quite the treat.
I also talked to him after the tasting when we went out after and said, how do you feel about coming on a live stream and talking about Compass Box?
Good choice. We should make Ben do that.
So I think he's going to join us for a live stream, and he'll talk a lot about Compass Box
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been collecting Compass Box for quite a long time now. He's
well, can't be that long. He's 24.
All right, well, 3 years then. Before they were on my radar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He's known about it since it must have been the day he turned 21. He's like, Compass Box.
Yeah.
Who knows? There's ways he could have gotten it beforehand. You know.
I'm aware of this fact. I'm just saying, it's for his age, it's quite exciting and interesting that he knows so much about whiskey for being so young as he is, and having this sophisticated palate that he does is pretty awesome.
Mark, no, I haven't had the number one. I didn't have the inside lane when the number one came out, unfortunately.
We can swap 1 and 2 samples if you'd like.
There we go. I'd be happy to do that.
All right, I will bring you a number 1 for a number 2.
Perfect.
Sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
Scotch on the Bayou is asking how I enjoyed the Glendronach 18. I really enjoyed it a lot. It was rich and dark. It wasn't, it didn't blow me away, but I had 6, 8 in front of it. So I don't know. I do. It was good. It's fun. Yay.
Good job.
Heard that words.
Words. Because we've been doing this for almost an hour and a half now. We've gone through how many bottles over there?
Some.
Sure problem.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 empties there, Matt.
I'm on to Ardbeg Udal because Pete.
Yeah, it's a good way to finish the night.
That's my thought too.
I gotta say, this Compass Box, the number 2, is amazing, and it gets better. I'm at the shoulder now, and it's getting better as it goes.
Nice.
We got to try the Compass Box Circle on Saturday.
Circus.
Oh,
both.
I'm not gonna lie.
And circus.
But it was good.
Yes.
Oh, now she's moving on to Tomatin cask strength.
Yep.
Oh, so this is
and
Fetter Karen
in there.
Bior. This is a peated Fetter Karen that's from Scotland, and I don't think you can't get in the States, but my buddy went there and he brought me one back because he's an awesome guy.
Nice.
Yay, friends.
I love friends that travel. They're the
I've got
best.
friends that traveled.
And then the friends that travel that bring me back all
I would
sorts of Oh.
Oh, Loch Ness. Loch Ness is a good guy.
But yeah, so the cool thing is I also have a 28-year Fetter Karen that's a signatory that is out of this world good. Cast strength. Oh, so freaking good.
Eric, I have had the DE. I prefer the 8. That's my 2 cents. So
What?
Lagavulin.
Oh, the Distillers edition of Lagavulin.
You know what? I go back and forth between those two. With the fact that the 8 was cheaper, but the fact that I can't find the 8 as readily. I don't know. The Distillers edition is always so freaking good. That was also the first peated scotch that I loved. That was the first peated scotch that I was like, oh God, I understand why people like peat. This is beautiful. So that has a special place in my heart. But I don't know. The 8 is so good with the higher proof and the younger age. I think it's so much better. It's so good.
Texas Whiskey Life is in the house. I don't know which one it is, but they're here.
Josh and Gretchen.
Hello,
guys.
brothers.
They started their own thing. They also have a YouTube channel now, so check out them too.
Yeah, they posted a great video of how to survive a whiskey festival. So
yeah, I was thinking about that.
check that out.
People, please use the spit cups. Don't try to drink all of every single thing. I'm begging you.
And if
I
you
tried that last year. I nearly died.
if you do Uber, come on.
Yeah, we all can attest that's a terrible idea, especially for pizza night number 1.
It's not going to be as hot as it was last year.
Right. But you do need to plan your water intake.
A lot.
Lots of water.
There are places around campus for you to get water, but honestly, if you can be in control of your own water, bring in what you need to drink. I'm going to bring in a backpack of water, like a literal backpack full of water for me to be drinking and hydrating on throughout the day. And it is, I cannot stress enough how incredibly important it is to stay hydrated, especially, just walking around and spending the day drinking amazing whiskeys. So,
Or even do what Captain's going to do. John brings a dump flask or a dump bottle. He brings like a 2-ounce one of these to tastings.
Yeah.
One of these guys. And, take your sip, whatever's left, put it in there, make yourself a mini blend again.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. No, that's the way to go. That's definitely the way to go. I agree.
I would suggest a 4-ounce.
Really cool flask.
That is better.
We got it's plastic, so it's great for concerts. But what you do is you unscrew the little small side over here and you squeeze, and the whiskey travels up the tube and fills up this little small part, which is it's labeled at a 1/4 ounce and a 1/2 ounce. If you fill up the whole thing, you have a 1/2 ounce little shot that you can take your little sip of. You put it right back in your pocket. It's great.
Yeah, so just be mindful of yourself. That's one thing that we learned last year. Like, we have 13 sample bottles that are empty over here. They weren't all full, granted, but I've consumed a lot of whiskey tonight for an hour and a half time, but I've also had 4 of these.
Bubble
can't
water.
see it. It's seltzer water. I drink seltzer water. So water in general. So just be mindful, man.
Yeah.
Don't be.
I would.
And get in the shade. I don't know how hot it's going to be last year, but I think both me and Erica didn't realize it, but we had heat stroke last year.
Uh-huh.
That was not good. We've been to a lot of whiskey festivals, and that wasn't an issue at most of them. But for this one, that's a consideration.
And there is plenty of shade on campus. You might have to walk away for a little bit, but that might be okay too. Just take a break, get some shade. There's trees everywhere.
Yeah, we brought some blankets or towels.
There's towels that you wet,
You
and when
wet
you
them a little bit,
bring them
and
out
as
and you
soon as
shake them,
they
they're cold.
just get ridiculously cold just from the wind. Those were really good at
You
keeping
just
our
keep
temperature
shaking
down.
them every so often.
Yeah.
They were helpful. But again, it's not going to be as hot this year as it
No.
was last year. If you went last year.
See, you guys say it's not going to be as hot, but I'm from fucking Wisconsin. Like,
Okay,
It's
fair.
going to be hot for
to
you.
me, no matter what.
That's fair.
That's fair. But for
It's a cool front for us.
Last year in August, it was over 100 degrees. This year at max, it's going to be low 90s, and that's at max.
Mm.
That may not make that much of a difference to you, but
Well-
trust me, living down here in this heat,
So
I believe it.
right now, I'm looking at it for Austin, but this is Texas. We can have 4 seasons in a day. And, yesterday it was 97. It was a high of 75 today, if that tells you anything. Right now it's showing a 72 as a high for Saturday. So
that's not bad at all. Okay.
72
we could
is the
get
high,
lucky.
and 54 is the low. So
we could really get lucky. But again, don't hold your breath to that because Texas is ever changing.
Yeah, who knows?
It's drunk. I swear, it's a state in constant drunkenness because it doesn't ever know what it's really doing.
Ben, we are 3 hours away from Austin, but she was checking the weather in Austin via, awesome internet capabilities. Awesome internet capabilities.
I was gonna say. Yeah, and John's he's saying 71 is a high on Saturday. So,
Eric, that is true. Our summer this year was humid and hot. That is true. You're not wrong about that. I think that dry heat killed me worse than what we have, though, buddy. I don't know if you've been down there, but
if it makes it feel any better, our summer ended yesterday.
Yeah, for real.
Pretty accurate. It ended yesterday.
Yeah.
Seriously, like this rain was supposed to blow in and it blew in a cool front and it went from 97 for a high to 75 today for a high and bring on the sickness.
Yeah. We finally got
Eric's a tough dude. He's not worried about it.
It'll be fine. Just be mindful. That's all I can say from last year. Just be mindful of what you're intaking versus your water intake.
Yep.
Whiskey versus water.
Yeah, that's really the key. Drink
I would drink a ridiculous amount of water, like a damn camel, because you're going to need to.
Yeah, like pre-game with water, and then drink water the entire time you're there. When you leave, drink lots of water before you go get dinner.
Yeah,
if you're planning on coming and seeing us at La Quinta, oh my God, please bring more water.
Carb up.
Yeah.
Carb up at dinner. Like you
want sub. Get a big old sub.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need bread. You need pasta. You need all things carbohydrate.
What did I pour in my glass? What'd you take from me?
So Stellar Matrix was here for our event on Saturday, and she brought us 4 rock towns. So I wanted to thank her on the air here for bringing us a bourbon.
It was so nice to meet her.
Absolutely. And a peated bourbon and a chocolate malt bourbon.
Ooh.
Looking forward to reviewing those.
I am. But I am going to open up this peated one right now because I want to know.
Awesome. I'm drinking some Westland American Wood.
Matt?
Yeah.
Can I give you a heads up?
What?
It's 11.
Don't expect it to be peated.
Okay.
Expect it to have a light resemblance of possible peat.
Guess we'll find out momentarily.
I feel like that was the same thing with Kings County.
Peat,
sorry.
Is what I was told.
I feel like it was the same way with Kings County peated bourbon. The level of peat was just not what I needed. I said I was going to finish with Compass Box. I lied. I'm finishing with Eleanor. This is the
Eleanor.
Which one is this? I don't even remember. This is what I have left from last year.
That's super early.
I can't remember which year this was.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the same thing.
I'm just grabbing down what I can reach here.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, is this just the bourbon? You want the Senso?
Yeah.
Okay, William wants the Senso bottle.
Do you remember when everyone's bottles started popping last year?
Yeah.
But ours did rise.
Ours, it did rise. It didn't pop, and the fiddly bit didn't fall off either.
But mine got to about here, and I had to keep popping it down.
We call it whack-a-mole.
My dad's popped out though.
Oh yeah, his popped out in the ride back, and his bottle.
His bottle, like he had like this much left in the bottom of his bottle.
No.
How freaking good they are! Emma replaced that bottle for him.
Replaced the bottle.
Nice, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, they also knew the issue. After the fact.
Yeah, I got mine signed because I'm a tater.
We have our 2 original bottles.
We still haven't opened.
1 and 2 that haven't been opened yet, and they're signed.
No, they're not. We got our glasses signed.
No,
We
our
didn't get the
glasses.
bottle signed.
Okay, we got our glasses signed, and they haven't been used.
There you go.
I don't want to wash away. It's just permanent marker. So
It's very sweet. But
oh,
very good.
memories.
Well, we're going to be signing off here pretty soon, so
Still 84.
finish off on some Eleanor
We
too.
will see you at La Quinta, apparently, which is awesome.
Yep.
No, actually, that peated don't really get a lot of peanut. It's really sweet. It's quite good. It must be a really low level of peat, but
That's what
She said. That's what she said.
I like it. It's really good. It tastes really good.
Expecting a lot of peat in it, you're going to be
Can't
disappointed.
really find any peat.
Yeah,
All right. Actually, you know what? On the empty glass, you can find some, but it's pretty mild. But it's a tasty bourbon. I actually really like that. That's really quite good.
That's Sensu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a barrel.
Yeah. We've got a couple bottles down there waiting for us, so I'm excited.
Yeah, we've gotten to try the Texas whiskey blend before it got bottled, but had our bottle of Texas whiskey blend. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for that guy.
I need that Polish rye to be available. That'd be great.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
I'm thinking, where's the Polish rye?
Yeah.
That would be tasty for sure. Julia, are you going to the Bastards Ball? Because I have no idea. So who in here is going to the Bastards Ball that we will see on Friday and Saturday night? I guess that's the next question I want to know from everybody in the chat.
And also to those of y'all leaving us, good night.
Yes, good night to all of you too. Yeah, we'll be signing off here in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
The good Canadian stuff? That's a great question.
All the 375s and 2 different Eleanors. Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, we got 2 375.
Right, we'll see Lee, we'll see Bernard, we'll see Captain, Icehouse, Brandon. Robert Scott, awesome.
Raise his hand.
We'll see Mark, we'll see Trey, see Victoria C.
Trey will be there Saturday.
Fantastic. Hey. Eric Evanson, Nicholas Bart. Let's see. Lee from Scotch in the Bayou. All right. This is going to be fantastic. Can't wait to meet everybody. This will be great. Very exciting.
All your hello, my name is name tag, so I know who you are.
Yes. That would probably not be a terrible plan. Oh, and Doug's going to be there. Awesome. Fantastic.
If anyone's not going because they can't find a hotel, you can just crash with us at the La Quinta. I don't care. We don't tell my old man. Just surprise him when you show up on the floor.
Just don't sleep in a walkway.
That's funny. It'll be entertaining. I can't wait to hear this story the next day on Saturday morning, Ed. This should be fun.
Yeah, right.
Your dad, how this is. So, how's the random guy who spent the night on your couch, or hopefully not the end of your bed?
There's like 13 people crammed into the room.
On the floor. You have to like walk over them to go to the bathroom.
On the floor in the bathroom.
I'm glad there's only 40 in the chat right now.
Oh. Yeah,
Mark is practically family at this point, so I'm not worried about it.
There you go.
I think that Brandon had a shirt on today on Bill's Discord is absolutely hysterical. If you're not on Bill's Discord, you got it. We hang out in there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's some really funny stuff in his La Quinta channel. It's for planning of it. You should check that out. It's hilarious. See, Mark's gonna stay with you, Ed. That's perfect.
Good on you, Mark.
Hey, Patrick, how's it going? Patrick, I assume you're going to be there next on this weekend, right? Oh, that shirt's funny though. Oh, like spring break in college. Oh, couch surfing. There you go.
You only half the couch. Someone else is taking the other half.
Let me see if I can find the link for the Discord real fast.
Yeah.
Post it in there.
Yeah, where's all of our mods? Where are they all at tonight? That's a good question. We have like 20. Where are they all?
Did we lose Steve A? Did he leave?
He could have gone to bed at this point. Who knows? Okay, Brandon. If they have, we won't talk about it again. So that's pretty funny. Wednesday too. Okay, I'll repost it. There you go. It's awesome. Yeah, we have like 20 mods. Where's Captain?
No.
Here? Where'd they all go? Besides ourselves. Silliness here. I can grab it. If you can't find it, I'll grab it.
Son of a bitch.
It's no big deal. Let's see.
Mm.
Grab that. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
This Senso finished bourbon is so good.
Not loading for you.
It's not like
It's not letting her steal the Discord.
in the link or in the app. It won't let me get the link.
Fantastic.
Am I really the only mod left?
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's
No,
fun.
Donald's a mod.
There can only be one.
I win.
Oh,
no,
you
Donald's a
little
mod.
punk.
Captain's a mod.
Yeah. There. Take care of it. Where are you people? That's so funny though. I think it's hysterical. Here, I'll grab it. It's no big deal.
Yeah, you grab that shit.
Here. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, well, there. Captain got it now. We're good.
You Captain. Thanks, John. You show me how to do that when we see each other next.
Oh, copy paste. Even I, who technically challenged, know this one. As we all know, I am highly technically challenged. As we all say, I drink and I push buttons. It works fine sometimes.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, there's a Texas is reminding folks about the music festival. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, don't go to downtown if you can help
Austin City Limits? Is that what it is?
Austin City Limits.
Yeah.
it. Also, Graham Young, I've never gotten mint, but that's interesting. I'll look for it next time.
Mint on what?
Lafroig quarter cask.
Don't know.
A lot of
Oh,
Hey,
you're
whiskey's got a
drinking. I
mint.
see, Captain. That's. I guess we can let you go on that one.
What's he doing?
He was drinking. He can't help it. That's why he was so slow.
no, that's
Yeah, but they're right. He's right from the music festival. We want nothing to do with that. We stay far, far, far away from the music festival.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh. What days does that music festival run? Is that done by Sunday? Because I know that it's Bourbon Night has their meetup on Sunday at Nickel City. I'm just wondering if that'll affect that or not.
probably.
That would be bad.
But their meetup was what Nickel City last year too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know where Nickel City is. I just know it's in Austin. That's about what I know.
It was the same festival was running last year too. No, it wasn't.
No, it's because that was August. Couldn't be.
No, it wasn't. A different music festival was running that year though.
Was there?
I
Yeah.
don't know one.
Okay, Cap. I didn't ask.
Ooh, what do you guys think about the Glenlivet pods?
Oh, I am okay. I know this may be an unpopular opinion. I really, really, really want to try some.
I want to try.
You're a Rotgut. You're supposed to try things like that.
I want to try
It's like your job.
Curiosity has got me. But that doesn't mean I'm going to like it. But I want to try it.
Well, they're cocktail, but they're like they're like weird cocktail jelly things. They're not just they're not like straight whiskey. So I think that's the saving grace.
I think it's just a shape thing. I think if it wasn't that shape, I think no one would care. To be real honest, as far as that goes, it's a special thing for a one-time event. It's not like it's a product you can go buy.
Right.
Yeah. It does kind of look like a pill though, like or
Totally.
a
It's like
Tide Pod.
a
Yeah.
pod. It totally does.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean I think it'd be entertaining to see if they're actually any good. Yeah, whiskey gushers. That's what I think.
Gushers.
Yeah.
I'm all for the whiskey gushers. I'd like to try them. I think they look cool, but yeah, but he's right though. It's a brilliant marketing for Glenlivet. Mission accomplished. He is right. It's crazy everywhere for it.
Word is Cardi B will be at the ball on Saturday. Nobody accept a drink from her.
No.
What?
You
It's gonna be a
don't.
hard pass, girl.
You don't. No. Oh, my goodness.
No, I have my own water. Thank you.
I don't know what. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Cardi-
Okay, Matt. Just leave it.
Doesn't matter.
Keep
Pop-
on
Sure, I'll take you guys' word on that. We also realize that I know nothing about any pop culture, nor do I care.
No, it's all good. We got your back.
Okay, good, because I don't know.
We handle this shit for you.
Yeah, that's good, because I don't do stuff like this. My job is to read about whiskey and learn about whiskey.
And you
I
do
that
a
really well.
job.
That's what I do today.
Minded.
Yeah,
And to supply the whiskey.
yeah, I got this part down. So that's why it's my job. History reading, whiskey, good. Pop culture, not so much.
Also, speaking of providing whiskey, a big shout out again to Texas Whiskey Life, because this is the gift that keeps on giving. I have extended this over months now of live streams. I just keep coming back to it. So thank you guys.
Beautiful.
Good on you, all days. One of these days I'll get your name right.
It's the Carverlers. Carverlers.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. We're
right.
a little silly, aren't we?
Matt's story corner. Yes.
Ooh, that's what I should call it. I could put up
We
a
had
little.
this
I could put a little.
We
that'd
had
be
this
fun.
conversation.
Yeah.
What? We're gonna have like whiskey story time?
When you
It's
go
story
into
time.
when you go into a time to tell the history and whatnot, we're just gonna like focus
Zoom
in
the
on
camera in on you.
and it's gonna be Matt's story corner.
You need to do a slow
Slow
zoom.
in, yeah. And it's gonna be Matt's story corner when he gives the background information about the distillery, etc. Yeah.
It's story time
That's
with Matt.
John's idea, Matt. Sorry.
I don't care. I like story time. It's one
All
of my
right.
favorite parts of videos.
It's time for us to say goodnight. Ed, I'm pretty sure
Clearly.
it's time for you to say goodnight too, because
Yes.
work
Yeah.
and things. But
Things instead.
Yeah, no,
thank you very
I've,
much for coming and visiting us today on our channel. We really appreciate the heck out of it, man.
of course.
I'm hanging out with you.
I'm always happy to be here, man. I'm always happy to be here. Can I do some shameless
I was just about
Absolutely.
to ask you to do that. Can you go ahead and shamelessly plug yourself for a moment so that I don't have to?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so the Rotgut Review on YouTube, also on Facebook, Twitter, technically Instagram, but we never post on there. And we do live streams Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central. We upload videos Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We are going to be at Austin, so make sure to catch us at the Bastards Ball. We've got a 30-minute time slot at the table. I don't know when yet, but we
Nobody
will be
does.
there.
Nobody does.
Make sure
Oh my God.
we're going to have t-shirts. So anybody who makes it to the table first gets a free t-shirt. We're just going to give them away because I'm a stack of t-shirts. So anybody who wants one gets one. And
Can I
then,
request one to be put aside?
yes, I think I can make that happen. And then last but not least, if you're in the Milwaukee area, go check out WE-MKE. That's Whiskey Experience MKE. That is my whiskey tasting event business. So if you're in the counties around Milwaukee, we can put on an event for you. So check
Nice.
that out.
Very awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for shamelessly plugging yourself, sir.
Yes.
Good
I did my
job.
best.
We are all for it.
Matt, what's coming up for us? Tuesday, we have our last episode of Sagamore.
Yeah, tomorrow is our barrel pick episode. So if anybody wants to hear about that barrel pick, we'll give our actual final real review on it tomorrow.
Oh,
And
I
then-
suppose I need to actually do some editing so that we can have something to release on Thursday, huh?
No, it's you got it. The other Sagamore will be released on Thursday. The Port and the Double Oak.
Oh, goody. Okay, good.
It's good. And you have Highland Parks for the following week. So you're good for the moment.
Oh, fantastic.
You're in good shape. It's all good. Now I have to make some thumbnails after we end this. So it's all good.
Yeah, I have to edit a video for after we end this. So I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Ain't no rest for the wicked.
Ed, I feel your pain, sir.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We will see you all in Austin. It's going to be a great, great weekend. I guess everybody choose your whiskeys wisely. And see everybody in Austin. Thanks for coming on, Ed. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Stay hydrated.
Glad to be here.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh,
Cheers.
yeah.
Night.
Cheers.
I just emptied my glass. I'm sad.
Now mine's empty too.